Namaste, this is Manjunath Murthy from Know Your Yoga. It's been quite some time since the last upload, and I'm back again with a new video to talk about breathing. Breathing has taken the center stage all over the world in just a matter of 1 year, courtesy of the pandemic. Although it's something we involuntarily do from the time we are born until the time we die, we don't pay much attention to it unless the body demands it. And now we are chasing lot of online courses to learn how to properly breathe through the help of doctors, yoga therapists and teachers, just so that we can have optimum oxygen levels in the body. Traditionally and therapeutically, asana, pranayama and other breathing techniques in general were used as a tool to reduce the dependence of oxygen on the body so that there is less metabolic stress. But right now, when somebody says that yoga is helping to increase the oxygen level in the body, they're trying to say the exact opposite of what was believed. Without getting too technical about it, and just not to ruffle some feathers, I'll directly get to the part where I teach you some of the important things you have to keep in mind while doing breathing practices and pranayama in general. I call this the engine breathing, and I've seen a lot of people doing this. Not only is this wrong in many ways, inflicting strain on the nostrils, chest and abdomen, it might cause a headache and affect your cardiac rhythm, which can be dangerous. This is the exaggerated version, but there is a subtler version that I've come across even yoga teachers themselves do on YouTube videos or their classes. Now that you've seen the exaggerated version, let's see whether you can find out the mistake in the subtler version. Were you able to spot it? Before chanting the first time, I inhaled without producing any noise, but after the first chanting, if you observed, there was an urgency to inhale and also a sound that I produced to inhale. This might go under the radar for one who doesn't observe, but for the best results, one should avoid this and inhale slowly, which I'll be showing shortly. It was not just the sound that was wrong in this clip that I showed, but also the lack of proper movement in the abdomen and chest area. Like I said in the beginning, I'll not get technical about this and just let you know that without proper synchronization, isolation and movement of the abdomen and chest, the breathing is incomplete and not effective. So one must first learn how to isolate chest and inhale in such a way that abdomen expands and retracts while we exhale. As you see here, there's no movement in the chest area and it's restricted only to the abdomen. What you see is one of the most important and tricky part of breathing right and a preparation to deeper pranayama. Similar to what we did, we must also learn how to isolate stomach and independently expand the chest with inhalation and let it sink down with exhalation. Just like abdominal breathing, even here you need to isolate the stomach and only have synchronized movement in the chest. You don't have to force yourself to do it as long as I am doing. You can instead focus on rhythmic harmony of breathing and movement. Usually when one learns how to isolate different muscle groups used to breathe, we also focus on shoulder movement by isolating stomach and chest, but shoulders and chest usually move together while doing the chest breathing for most people, so I'm not showing that here. The next thing you have to learn is to merge the two of what you saw and breathe in such a way that it is the stomach that comes out first while chest is isolated, followed by upward expansion of chest and shoulders. Once the inhalation is completed, one has to exhale with stomach going in first, followed by chest and shoulders coming down. Keep in mind that you have to isolate the chest while exhalation until the stomach retracts to a neutral position, only then start relaxing the chest with exhalation. As you see, this method of breathing is taking longer than the previous ones because this one is called Purna Yogic breathing and uses the full lung capacity. I've seen even seasoned practitioners not get this right and unnecessarily tighten the muscles instead of letting them flow in harmony. If you are doing this form of breathing, not even the person sitting beside you will be able to hear when you inhale or exhale. Om. Om. I'm sure that needs no explanation, as you saw how just by adopting this breathing technique, the chanting was longer and rhythmic. I'm not going to talk about practices like Kapalbhati Kriya or Bhastrika Pranayama because I strongly believe they are meant to be learnt under supervision and more importantly from a right teacher who doesn't do it this way. But instead, I'll tell that you should focus on pranayama like Nadishuddhi and Brahmari, which don't have contraindications with the same techniques as I've shown. I know there are many people who are interested in initiating their yoga practice, and there are even more people who are ready to bombard you with all kinds of information. So choose wisely what you put your body and mind through. A lot of reputed people in the field of yoga go only as far as to teach you the end technique to improve the immunity, but not the means to achieve them. What is the use of learning the 10th step if one hasn't perfected how to climb the first few steps without guided supervision? With that being said, I hope the video was of some help to you, not just to learn and improve the techniques, but to do right by yourself. Shubhamastu.